KOLD News Director, Jessica Bobula. Jessica, thanks so much for coming on. You've read this new message. First of all, did it provide any proof of life that the family's been asking for?
No, it did not.
Did it say anything at all about Nancy's condition?
I can't go into those details.
But clearly the FBI is now swarming Nancy's house, especially in the backyard area. Was there anything in this newest message that would direct FBI to go look or find something?
We're not releasing details of what is contained in the email out of respect for the family, other than what you saw in Mary's social post, which actually the reporter also mentioned as well about the IP address.
But the key is we just saw that video from Cameron Guthrie last night at this exact time. The night before that, we had the video from all three of the Guthrie siblings with Savannah, Annie, and Cameron, all asking repeatedly, urgently, for proof of life. And you're saying this newest email does not provide that.
This newest email is something that I believe the FBI will need to look into without any interference. And so what we did the first time that we received the note, which is immediately send it to investigators and not report on it. And when we were able to speak with the sheriff's office and they decided to put out a statement jointly with the FBI, then we were able to confirm that, yes, we did receive a second note.
When did you get that? What time was that?
That was about 11:45 this morning.
And apparently you've been saying, Mary Coleman, who was on the show last night, your anchor, your evening news anchor, said that it's from a different IP address than the first one, but it still appears to be from the same person?
Yes. So what we have done is shared the information that we have. So the notes were both sent through our news tip system. Mm-hmm. So it does not need to come from a personal email address. You fill out a form. So through what we are able to do, in our back end with our website and our technology that we have here, we're able to make sure that the FBI has as much information as we can provide about where the email came from. But it is not from, a certain email address. You just fill it out, you put your name in there, you put what your email address is, but it's not, it's not showing that it is coming from that email address. So the IP address information that we sent to them is, like I said, that it is not the same address, but it does seem to trace back to a similar cloaking software.
And it sounds the same in tone and tenor?
It's hard to tell. There's sentence structure, but we're also doing a lot of reporting of our own today about how with digital notes, this isn't a piece of paper with magazine letters cut out or anything. It's hard to tell, with things coming through digitally, is it assisted by AI? Is it, written by the same person? It's very difficult to tell.
And did this message have an email address on it?
Yes, our form does require that you put a name, an email address, and a birth date. And so both of the notes had that, but they were not the same as each other, the two notes.
So they were different. The name, email address, and birth dates were different on the two notes. Were they?
Right. Like I said, it's just a form, so you can just type it in. There's no way to verify that.
You can put in Roger Rabbit and yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is this commonly known that people can get messages to you this way, a way in which they don't have to reveal their name, or their email address?
It's a system that we use, and we've had it on our website for years. What I'll say is that it's usually not used in this way, right? I mean, usually people do want us to be able to contact them. Hey, I have a news tip for you. Please call me at this number or email me back at this address. And then we say, oh, okay, here, would you like to talk to us about your news tip? So it's not usually an issue, but yes, that is the case, is that you can fill out the form however you'd like. In fact, some people do send in anonymous news tips, and I couldn't tell you why, but that may be one of the reasons why our system works that way, so that a person could send in an anonymous news tip. But then, like I said, it depends upon if they leave a way that we can then contact them back, you know, and in a normal situation, they would want us to. In this situation, clearly they don't.
If you have determined that the names are fake, what are the two names that were used in the two notes?
We're not sharing those details out of respect for the investigation and the family.
Male or female?
It's not, one of them isn't even a name.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they just filled in the space. It wasn't just a first and last name. They just put words in the space.
Just put random words. The first note from the alleged kidnappers went to two Tucson TV stations as well as TMZ. Do you know if you're the only one to get the second note?
We were the only ones to receive the first one on Monday evening. I believe TMZ and the other TV station received it the next day. As far as we know today, we are the only ones to receive this email.
So perhaps, I don't know, do you know if the other Tucson television station uses a system similar to the one you use?
I don't know that answer.
Were there any other threats made against Nancy Guthrie or any other ultimatums issued in this note?
No, we are not calling this a ransom note. I'm not sure if that's why the FBI is not calling it a ransom note, but we are calling it a message because no further demands were made.
Did the message offer any way for the Guthrie family to communicate?
No.
Did this latest message offer any proof that they are in fact the kidnappers and not somebody like the man appearing in court today in Los Angeles, a random sicko who decides this is a great way to try and take advantage of people's grief?
I don't know about proof that they actually have her, but like your reporter was saying, the new note does contain something that it appears that the senders seem to think will prove to investigators that at least they're the same people who sent the first note, though, like I said, it doesn't necessarily indicate that it is that it is the people who have her as opposed to a hoax.
And then finally, I know that I'm about to talk to somebody from TMZ who got the first note as well, that they had said that there was something in that message that made it seem to them that whoever is sending this is still in the Tucson area. Did you see something like that?
I would agree with that statement.
You would? Can you elaborate at all?
I cannot elaborate at all.
Okay. Jessica, I really appreciate you joining us tonight. News director from KOLD News 13. Great news station down there. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.